Alrighty, can you guys see me? Let's go this way. All right, can you guys hear me? All right, that sounds good. Okay. So, hey, I'm going to see if I can, is there a way to change the orientation on this on my phone? Do you guys know? I may just have to hold this up here. Oh, man. I'm going to try. Does it look okay? It's telling me it's locked. Yeah, I couldn't get, I have StreamYard ready to go, but I wasn't able to get it to totally launch on it early enough. So, yeah, if I do that. Okay, just a second. Let me try something else here. All right. Can you guys see me okay? Okay, cool. All right, well, first off, thank you guys for joining the first live stream that I'm putting together here at the beach. This is we're gonna call this my test. My phone is not locked. I don't know why it won't let me put it into wide. So we'll have to get that fixed. Who wants to be at the beach right now here with me? Who wants to come out here? For sure, I think everybody does. So tonight what I wanted to do is a couple things. First off, you got my eye reveal, okay? I'm gonna put my sunglasses back on because it's really bright out here. But I really wanted to really kind of connect with you guys and see some of the questions you have and get a little bit of understanding of what you think about the channel so far. So, you know, one, what I would love to know is put a couple questions down. Don't put questions down. I'm going to ask you a question. So what would you like to hear about tonight? I brought a couple subjects that I wanted to talk about. One, I have very extensive experience in banking, and I thought I would talk a little bit about the bank runs and what's going on in the banking industry right now and what some of those risks are. Two, I wanted to talk a little bit about how to prepare when those are coming as well. Three, I wanted to talk about where the gold and silver price is going, where I see it going, and get a better understanding of where you guys think it may be going and see what we can do there. You want to see me dive in? I had too much equipment up here and my kids took off. I am going to go surfing after this live stream though. So you can see it right behind me here. This is a great place to go surfing. So in time, some of you guys need to come out and visit, and I'll take you to dinner, and we'll do a little surf lesson out here, which will be fun. There are lots of sharks out here. So about 4 years ago, we had 20 great white sharks circling this pier, and they closed everything down. Right now, you're pretty good. If you go this direction here, there's a marina where a lot of stingrays live, and that's where the great white sharks are, is kind of a nursery for them. And so you will see a lot of great whites here. You are surfing with great whites all the time, but they're babies. They're looking down for stingrays on the floor. They're not looking up for seals. However, the further north you go, the more mature they get. And as you get up into the Bay Area, you start to run into a lot more problems with great whites because they're looking for seals. And if any of you guys recognize the wetsuits out there, most of them are black. You start to look like a seal. Steve Irwin. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I like Steve Irwin. That was too bad that happened for him. So let's talk about banking for a minute here. How many of you guys have more than one bank? Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat if you have more than one bank account at different banks. That's the first thing I wanted to check on. I got silver, guys. We got some silver giveaway here. So let's talk about that. Okay, so I know at least Yankees got more than one bank. Let's see who else was on here. Paulie Bucks got more than one bank. Sean, 2 if you count yourself. Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. So I think you need to have multiple banks. Personally, I have 2 bank accounts right now. However, I also have brokerage accounts. I'm going to count those as bank accounts as well if you have some cash that's sitting in the brokerage. Every one of these are FDIC insured, or I forget the name for the credit unions and I forget the name for the brokerages, but they all have a form of Federal Reserve insurance. Now, one thing to keep in mind is most of that has been used up already on SVB Bank. And so you're going to be looking at situations here soon if we have more bank failures, which looks like we could be having those happen pretty soon here. You're going to be looking at a situation where we're probably going to have to bail out. And what I mean, the federal government is probably going to have to bail out, which means taxpayers, some of that FDIC insurance. There's just not enough that's out there. And so I did bring some quarters and some dimes with me too. As you guys know, this is real money, right? Real money. And one of the problems we have with the banking system is everything's based on fractional reserves. So for every dollar you put into the bank, they're able to lend out 90 cents. And when they lend that out, that's going into people's homes. It's also going into commercial real estate projects right now. And so what's happening when we look at the level of regional banks is they are very heavily weighted into commercial real estate, specifically office space. And as you guys know, many people are not returning back to the office. We're starting to see defaults. We're starting to see issues there. NCUA, that's right, for credit unions. And the problem you can run into with credit unions is they lend out a lot of auto loans. And when they're lending out a lot of auto loans, normally that's okay, but we just came off of about a 2.5-year cycle of people paying ridiculously high amounts of money for used cars. And so what's happening now is people are realizing that the price of used cars is coming down. They realize they paid a lot of money and they're starting to return those cars. Or some people are losing their jobs and they're having to return them. So we could see some risk with the credit unions. So one of the things that I recommend doing is having one big bank, and I would look at Citibank, JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. It's good to have an account at one of those. I know they're the big guys. You probably don't want to have an account there, but they're more likely to be too big to fail and to be bailed out. So having some money there is a good idea. Having money at a credit union that's local, I think, is an awesome. Am I still with you guys? Am I back? All right. I just put on 5G. I don't like having 5G on. It drains my phone, but I think that'll work better. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, cool. So one of the reasons I want to talk about having multiple banks is you want to have access to cash if there's an issue, right? Okay, the other issue is having cash at your home. I think everybody should be storing some cash at home in case you need it over the weekend. Or if your bank does have a bank run or a failure, it can take up to several weeks to have access to it. So what I would recommend is having some cash at home. I like to have Personally, I like to have at least a weekend's worth. And most times I try to have a few week worth on hand. It also makes it nice to not have to run to the ATM machine very often. And then I like to split up my accounts and have cash at a few different of my other banks. So I've got a credit union and I have a large national bank as well. So one of the things that I recommend with that is, and I'll say another thing here. If you're using banks for business, make sure that you have deposits in a few banks. I've got a friend that has everything in a local bank, and if that one little local bank that has 3 branches goes under, his operating capital it's toast. He's stuck. He's going to have to shut down his coffee shop for a period of time. So it's good to spread that out. The other thing that I recommend is gold and silver. So as I was showing you guys a minute ago, I've got this silver quarter here. I've got quite a bit of silver that's here at the beach. Yes, I'm not afraid. Most people have no idea what this stuff is. They're not going to rob me here. And then I also brought some other silver to show you guys tonight. So I've got these 3, okay? There you go. These are pretty cool, JM Billion bars. So I actually sent 2 of these into Silver Dragons, and I've got a upcoming unboxing I'm going to do. And that's going to be pretty fun because he custom built me, or I should say custom poured me some surfboards. First time he's ever done surfboards. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, ask someone on the beach how much it is. Okay, we'll do that in just a minute. We're totally going to do that. So one other thing I wanted to do real quick is I do have a quick unboxing I wanted to share with you guys. And if any of you want this, I would love to send you guys what I'm about to unbox here. If any of you guys know what that's from. But if you would like to get a launch night magnet with Stacking Surfer on it, all I need is I just need your address and your name, and also put down your handle for YouTube so I know who you are. But just go ahead and send an email to me at stackingsurfer@gmail.com. So I just had a bunch of these magnets made, which are pretty fun. You know, the first logo, we're going to do some other versions of this too. And then I've got a handful of stickers that are in here too. So let's do this real quick. I did want to do some silver giveaways real quick, and then we're going to go and ask a handful of people on the beach. And we're going to see if they can tell me how much the quarter's worth and the dime. So to do our first giveaway here, I'm going to see if I can get the chat to come up. How much is a silver quarter worth? Okay, we'll do that. Okay, to do the first giveaway here, what I want you to do is to guess how much face value I have in my hand here. And this will be for a quarter giveaway. 20 bucks? What? $1.20. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, 70 cents, $1. 80. Okay, one guess only, and then we're going to see who gets closest here. All right, well, guess what? Yankee Stacking, you are the closest. So I've got $1.50 here. I think the camera might be backwards, but we got $1.50 here in silver. So Yankee, I can send you out a quarter, unless you want to give it to someone else. Give it to Bucket. All right, Bucket, it's coming your way. So Bucket, just send me a quick, in that email, go ahead and just send me a note on the quarter, and I'll go ahead and get that sent to you, along with a sticker and a magnet. So I don't know where you want to put the magnet, but the sticker, those are always fun. All right, guys. Okay, so let's go ask some people on the beach here how much one of these quarters is worth. I'm also going to ask them how much one of these 1 ounce bars is worth. All right, guys. So let me just move this stuff real quick. All right, we're going to take this off. We're going to go ask a few folks here. So I am going to turn this around. All right, guys, give me just 1 second here. I got to put my AirPods away. Make sure this microphone's coming in clear. All right, let me know. Can you still hear me? Okay, give me a yes if you can hear me. I've got some contestants here for us. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. So I've got a channel on YouTube where we're helping people understand the real value of precious metals. Value, guys, help me out with the metric value real quick. Is how many grams? I'll do it.
If it's real silver, though.
It's real silver. Can you guys hear me now? And do you see the video? Yeah, the seagull totally took it out. All right, can you guys hear me now? Yes. Okay. So where are you guys from?
We're from Irvine.
From Irvine. Why do you ask in metric then?
Because metric is more precise.
Okay, I would agree. We should be using the metric standard, shouldn't we? All right, you got 20 bucks?
No, I don't.
No, you don't? Okay, but for 20 bucks you'd buy it.
I would buy it based on the fact that it's real silver.
It's real silver.
All right.
No, that'd be gold. You don't bite silver.
But usually the value is about 25 bucks.
It is. Right now it's about 25 bucks. Okay, so the other question I have for you guys is this quarter. How much do you think this quarter's worth?
Oh, that's a...
You want to hold that for a second? Well, did we lose a quarter to the sand? Uh-oh, Bucket, I think that was your quarter.
I have no idea.
All right, we'll come look for that in a second.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I'm going to have to get a metal detector out here, guys. All right, so here's this. So check out the date on that one.
1952.
1952.
That's priceless.
So was the money different back then?
Well, what you could buy with a quarter back then was definitely different.
Yep.
But the shape is a little smaller, but almost the same because probably wear and tear lines.
So what do you know what a quarter's made out of today? So it's mostly nickel and copper. Do you know what quarters were made of before 1964?
Silver.
Silver, how much? What percentage?
About like 85%.
Pretty close, it was 90%. So that quarter there, I'd put the value of that quarter, I think it's around $7, $7.50.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have to go look for that other one in the sand.
Well, there you go.
All right, guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. All right, you guys with me still? I've got two people in here. Yes, we do have buried treasure. Give him the quarter. I think he's gonna find the quarter, and I'll give it to him, don't worry. Bucket, you'll still get a quarter. Let's see. Excuse me, could I ask you ladies a couple questions? I'm on a live stream right now on YouTube. Do you guys want to be famous? I got two people on. It's my first live stream. So we're talking about gold and silver, and we're talking about how much a quarter is worth. So do you guys ever have quarters in your change? Yeah. Okay. So tell me what looks different about this quarter. Look all around it.
It just looks like it has like a contrast. Like automatically you can tell it's like darker.
Yep. What about the side of it? Have you ever noticed what a quarter looks like on the side?
It's like a little bit more like a nickel, like the way that, or not a nickel because the nickel's smooth, but this usually has like very thin, like almost golden ridges on the side.
Yep.
This looks like it's, I don't know, like it was made like is it actually from 1952?
Yes.
Oh, okay, is that why?
So there's something that's different about this than other quarters. So back in 1964, that was the last year they made money out of silver. So this is actually 90% silver.
Oh, wow.
So back in the day, you know what? It's yours. You keep it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you keep it. You got it. You found it.
Well, thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, man. So back then, money was actually made out of something of value. So 90% silver. So when you actually went to go buy something, you're actually buying something with
Silver.
real silver.
Wow.
Now I forget the actual percentage, but it's mostly copper with a little bit of nickel in it. And so this quarter itself is worth about $7.50, and the quarter today is worth a little bit more than a quarter. And so now our government's looking at actually making the money out of less expensive materials, because making a quarter is more expensive than what a quarter's worth. Same with pennies. So pennies made in 1980. I think it was 1984 older, actually had real copper in them. They don't even all have copper in them anymore. They're probably getting rid of most of the money and going digital for the most part. Yeah.
It's already felt like it's been going in that direction. I mean, I have a bunch of coins, you know,
Yeah.
but I just don't know, like, if I should put them all in, like, you know, those dispensers that you get, like, cash and then deposit it. Like,
Yep.
I'm like, maybe we could just keep this as a keepsake. Like, who knows if this all...
So I'm going to let you guys keep this quarter
Oh, that's so sweet.
so you can remember that.
Thank you.
And I'll give you a sticker for the channel too.
Okay.
But anyway, that'll be your first real silver coin.
Thank you so much.
They're hard to find these days, so hold on to that. Don't get it mixed up.
That's really sweet of you. Thank you. What's
You're
your
welcome.
name?
My name's Surfer.
Surfer.
Yeah, so I'm the stacking surfer.
Got it. Jess, Gabby.
Good to meet you guys. Thank you so much. All right, we got 5 people on here. Ladies GAW. You know what? They need the quarter more than I do because it's their first piece of silver. I got plenty. So, we talked about banks earlier. We just did a silver giveaway, and then we've also done. We've actually done 3 silver giveaways, 2 to the public and 1 to Bucket. He got that. So the next thing I kind of wanted to chat about with you guys a little bit is I'd love to get some feedback from you on the channel so far. Honestly, I'm not expecting to have a ton of people on this live stream right now. Excuse me. I didn't really get put the notification out for it, and I didn't get to the beach early enough. I had daughters that were taking too long to get all their gear together. So unfortunately, that didn't work. What I'm thinking about doing is on Friday nights, after Silver Dragons is done, of coming out and doing a live stream with Surfer in the Sunset, which would be kind of fun. And I would love to hear more from you guys on some ideas, what you would like to see in the live streams. I am planning on doing kind of a man on the street, or I forget what Jay Leno used to call it, but where you go and interview people. So we're going to be doing a lot of that coming up here. And I'm going to be going from Coronado Island in San Diego all the way up to Santa Monica Pier. Okay, we're going to hit all the beaches this summer, and we're going to have fun asking people a lot of questions. I'm going to be bringing a lot of silver with me. I'm also going to be bringing other things of value to see which one would they rather have. Would they rather have a chocolate bar, or would they rather have a silver quarter? And I'm guessing most people, I won't tell them it's a silver quarter, but most people are going to go for the chocolate bar. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun dialogue with it. In addition to that, I'd love to get some feedback from you guys. And as far as feedback, you can send me an email at stackingsurfer@gmail.com. You can also leave comments down below here. So what I would also love to do is also, I'm going to be next month. This month is the cash challenge. I'm using cash to buy everything that I can. Next month is going to be the silver challenge, and you'll have to kind of wait to see what that's going to be. Chocolate, yes. So I actually brought some chocolate with me, guys, but I left it in the car. Shoot. So for any of you that are here on the first live stream, go ahead and send me your information to mail you guys some stuff. I'm going to mail you a gold chocolate bar. That's pretty cool. And then I'll also send you one of the exclusive magnets for Stacking Surfer channel. So yeah, it is not melted, but it would be. It's in the car. So it probably is melted in the car now. But I'd love to get some more feedback from you guys on the channel in general. You know, I've got a unique perspective on things than probably a lot of other stackers. I've got 2 degrees in advertising and branding, and also in analytics. So for my day job, I actually sell artificial intelligence software. I don't know if I should say that to anybody anymore. It used to be a cool thing a few months ago. And then in the past, people thought it was really cool and you're really smart. And now they look at me like I'm creating Skynet, and they're freaked out of their minds. So from now on, I'm a software sales guy during the day. But anyway, I work for a good company. I work with a lot of their top 200 companies around the world, and you know, I can tell you that, and I also work with a lot of banks. I can tell you that there's a lot going on there. What I'd love to understand a little bit more from you guys too is direction you'd like to see some of the videos go. I've got a lot of knowledge around prepping. I do a lot of prepping for myself, so I have a lot of food storage prep. Protection prep, how do you secure your home? I have a lot of prepping when it comes to gold and silver. I'm a big stacker over the last couple years. In addition to that, I know a lot about the banking system. I also know a lot about finances and investing. And so, see you guys, thank you for coming. I would love to get some feedback from you guys on where you'd like to see some of the channel go. Honestly, I want to stay out of my office as much as I can, but I have noticed that my top viewed video so far is an unboxing of silver. So I've got some new unboxings that'll be coming out next week. I don't really want to do a whole lot of that. I want to do more of fun outdoor type videos. I need to get out of my house. As I mentioned, I'm in sales, and it's phone sales most of the time. So it's video calls, sitting at a desk for, you know, 8 hours a day. It gets taxing. We used to travel like crazy, but now we're on travel restrictions. So let me look and see if you guys had any comments on here. So, you want me to create a bot of you for your boss? Yeah, we're not cloning anybody though. That would be kind of scary. Skynet launched in 2020. It probably did, you guys. I heard from a good friend of mine that has connections to the military, the Marines, that 5 different sovereign countries have tried to launch their AI bots for military use, and all 5 of them have shut them down because they started to turn on their own makers. I won't get into all my thoughts on AI today. What I can tell you is AI is kind of like transportation. And what I mean by that is there's tools that people call AI that are basically like running shoes, all the way up to a Bugatti, okay? There's a huge range. And so a lot of tools aren't very automated. They have some learning capabilities. The new stuff you're seeing in ChatGPT 4 is the stuff that's starting to get a little bit scary, where it's starting to be let loose and it's being allowed to kind of think its own stuff. And so anyway, that's one thing that I think we've got to very well be careful of as a society is how far we allow it to do its own thing right now. It doesn't exactly think like a human, and we also don't know who programmed it. And so if you've got someone that programmed it that has different views than we do, or is a really angry individual, they may have programmed them in a way that is going to cause issues. So Taylor Swift clone. No, Steve. We're not talking about clones, we're talking about AI. Clones will come down the road probably, but Elon Musk, he's working on robots for Tesla. So, you know, if you can get a robot with AI, who knows, man? Crazy things are going to happen. So that's enough of AI. We'll move off of that. So another subject that, that I'm looking to bring some more videos out about too is, in general, just how do you invest? And when you're investing, what portion of that should be in precious metals? You know, traditionally they talk about having about 10% of your portfolio, your liquid portfolio, being in precious metals. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now that's not high enough for me. Okay, not a financial advisor. I'm just a surfer guy that my daughter called me a poser today, and she's going to be grounded now. But I love surfing. I'm going to go surfing after this. What I want to tell you guys is right now I think we're about to see the biggest gold and silver wave we've ever seen. I can't tell you the exact timing. If I did, I would probably sell my house and go buy more gold and silver. I don't know if it's going to happen in the next couple months or if it's just going to happen over the next couple years, but there is a massive wave coming here. So what you can see behind me, these are small 2 to 3 foot waves. You'll see these guys surfing over here. So those are small waves. Most of the time you're going to surf more of a longboard on these waves, and they're kind of fun. What I'm talking about with gold and silver that's coming is I'm talking about more of like Mavericks, okay? Up in the Bay Area. I'm talking about more of like a 30, 40 foot wave that's coming, okay? So I would definitely look at putting more than 10% in if it's me, okay? I have. So one thing I do think is important is, for me, the percentage of my liquid investable capital that's in precious metals is going to change over time, okay? I'm a big real estate guy. That's the other thing. I'll make a bunch of videos on real estate. I've done a lot of real estate investing. I've owned homes. I've rented them. I've flipped them. I've done self-storage through the city. I haven't owned one yet. I'm looking to get into more of those, but I've studied that heavily. There will be a time where I will be selling some of my gold and silver and putting it into real estate, okay? And for me, real estate is how I cash flow, and cash flow is king, okay? Because cash flow allows me to then buy more precious metals. You don't earn any yield on gold and silver, but right now, I'm not buying real estate. Right now, I'm waiting on real estate. And right now, did he win and leave? Right now, I am putting as much as I can into precious metals. Okay, I've got a video that'll be coming out next week on how to store it securely. I went to the top safe distributor in Orange County, California, and we looked at safes that started off at about $130 all the way up to a $15,000 safe with a, I want to say like a 6-inch wall in that thing. Probably take a criminal a week to break into it if they could even get into it. That video is going to be coming out. Right now is the time to be making sure you have a good safe, because I think a lot of us are putting more than 10% of our wealth into it. I can't tell you the percent you should be putting in, but for me, I'm putting everything that I'm saving in there. I've cashed out of the stock market for the most part. All right, we'll have to hear about it, Sean. You'll have to share that with me on where you found the coolest safe. So we'll go into that. It'll probably come out Wednesday or Thursday this next week. But when you're looking at percentages, to me, if I'm going to be saving money, I'm putting it into precious metals right now. I do like to keep anywhere from 1 to 3 months worth of cash from an expense perspective in the bank and in my house. So I kind of split that up. I don't want to sell my silver when I don't want to. And at the same time, I'm trying to pile as much as I can in there. I don't have a lot in the stock market. I do have some. I have a little bit of crypto in one altcoin that I'm just going to ride and see what happens. I don't hate Bitcoin, but it scares me. There's a lot of risk to it. And so right now, that's not an investment that I'm willing to put a ton of money into. But a lot of my friends that also have sound money concerns, that also do a lot of gold and silver investing, some of them are pretty big Bitcoin people. So If you're not familiar with that, I probably would steer away from it. But if you've got some extra money and you want to gamble a little bit, Bitcoin's something that you can look at. But for the most part, gold and silver is the safest. I've started getting a little bit into platinum. Give me a one if any of you guys are invested in platinum. I'd be curious to see if anybody's buying platinum coins. All right, so we got a couple people with platinum. Hey, Dragons, good to see you here. So platinum is doing really well right now, if you guys aren't paying attention to it. So if you bought platinum under $1,000, you're feeling pretty good about yourself right now. But I think platinum is one to be looking at right now. I always put it into gold. Gold is your safe haven. It's your wealth insurance. For me, silver is what I'm planning on bartering with. And being able to give to other people to help wake them up on, you know, what's going on with real money. But it's also recognizable. Most people understand the value of silver. So this gentleman we talked to a few minutes ago on the beach here, you know, he was thinking silver was 20. He wasn't off, right? It had been 20 recently. And I told him it went up to 25. And he was even considering buying it from me for a minute, one of my 1 ounce coins. And then he told me he didn't have any cash with him. But almost made a sell on the beach. So that might be another fun video to do, is let's see how much silver surfer can sell at the beach in one sitting or one visit. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like this? Is this a good format? Can you hear me well enough to be at the beach? I got to figure out how to get the camera to go horizontal instead of vertical. The other gray metal, yes, it is. The selling surfer. Oh goodness. All right, I got to see if I missed any other comments up here. I like the soda machine. That's a pretty good idea. One thing I will tell you about the safes I looked at, I saw some that were TL rated 30. I mean, they're basically like what our bullion dealers have at their locations. No one's breaking into those. The problem is they're freaking huge, and they're expensive. You're going to be spending anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 on those things. No one's getting in them. But let's talk about safes for just a second. No one's going to get into that safe, but it's massive. It's going to weigh a couple thousand pounds, or at least 1,500, and it's going to. You're not going to be able to hide it. And so, what I'd love to hear from you guys, real quick, on your thoughts here is: are you more concerned about fire protection for your precious metals? Okay, put a 1 down if it's fire protection, but don't respond yet. Put a 2 down if you're more concerned about theft. And put a 3 down if you're more concerned about hiding it. I'd like to see what your guys' thoughts are on that. Okay, so Steve, you need me to talk to some hot girls? Are you telling me it's time to go for a little walk and talk to some hot girls about silver? Is that what you're telling me? All 3 of them, yes. I would say all 3 of them are valid. So one of the things I'm going to show you guys too is I found a couple safes at that store, and they've got awesome prices. I haven't seen any prices that are that low anywhere else around, and this is California. There are some safes that you can get that are TL15 rated, that are smaller, that you can fit in a closet, or you could put into a cabinet, like say in a laundry room or in an office or somewhere. And you can bolt those things down, and it's going to be pretty hard for someone to get to, and you can hide it. The TL30s are a little too big. They also had, I forget the rating, it'll be on the video, but there's a couple other rating standards that they had, where they had some safes that are around the $900 to $1,500 range that I think are really good, and they're pretty small. For me, I would stay away from the hunting rifle safes. You're paying way too much for them. They're like trying to pad your guns and everything. Now, if you have a lot of rifles and you want to protect your rifles, fine, get it for that. And you could put some precious metals in there. But those safes are not as secure. So I'll be showing you guys a little bit more about that. But Sean, I'd love to hear more about the soda machine safe. I think that'd be pretty good. So you guys, let's talk about these 3 ways real quick. So number 1, fire. I happen to live surrounded by a forest, basically here in California, and I can only find one insurance company to cover my house, and it's pretty hard to get people to cover it. My biggest concern is fire. That's most immediate what I have to deal with, and so for me, I'm really trying to find a safe that's over 1,400 degrees for 2 hours, because a forest fire can go that long. A house fire, I believe, is around 1,200 degrees, and they usually don't burn for even an hour. But for me, that's my number 1 concern. My second one is theft, and it is still a pretty big one. We have Chilean cartels that come up here, work for hire. They come for 3 months, and they basically stock out houses for a week to 2 to 3 weeks, and then they go when someone's not home, and they jump into the master bedroom, and they spend 15 minutes and they rob them. They've taken about $500,000 from my neighbors. Someone had a lot of watches and Gucci bags. I guess that was their hedge stack, was Gucci and watches. And they broke into their safes and stole their gold too. So for me, I'm also looking at a stronger safe. But I think the third point is very important too, which is, how do you hide it? And putting a safe in a place that you can walk by and see it is a problem. I don't think anybody should do that. I would avoid anything that's in the master bedroom, in the master closet. As a matter of fact, I would avoid anything that is in an obvious type place. Some of the best places I've actually heard of and thought of would be like in a cereal box in your pantry. Criminals aren't really going to be looking for that, or in a cookie jar. They're not really looking at that, especially if it's under cookies. The bigger problem with that is some of your best hiding places are going to be the easiest places to lose it. And if something happened to you, do your family members know where to go get it? So that's always going to be kind of an issue. All right, I think you guys heard enough from me. Let's see if we can go talk to a few other people. You guys want to go find some hot babes? Is Steve still here? All right, give me a 1 if you want me to go interview some more beachgoers. And if not, if you don't want me to go do that, then you guys throw some subjects out here. Anything else you guys want to know from me? I'm not going to get in trouble with the missus because I'm not flirting with specific people. Don't worry. Most of the people that are here are younger. They're like my daughter's age. I'm not going to flirt with anybody. I don't do that. I've actually known my wife for a very long time. I've known her way longer than I've known myself by myself. A dummy safe, yes. Okay, so let's talk about dummy safe real fast. Hydration, just a second. So dummy safes are like hugely important. I'm going to give you guys a link on my safe video of where you can get some dummy safes on Amazon for pretty cheap. And you know what I like to put in my dummy safe is copper. I like to put a bunch of copper coins in there because if they steal my copper coins, I don't really care. And it sounds like there's real money in there and there's weight to it. Bolt that thing down, put it in your master closet, put some stuff in there. Honestly, I would put copper coins in there. I haven't done this yet, but I was thinking of putting in maybe $1,000 worth of silver and a couple $100 of cash in there. And the reason for plus a GPS tracker. You guys, AirTags are great. I will do a video on how to take out the sound on an AirTag. You put these things in your safes and you put them in your dummy safe so you can track them. And honestly, I want them to spend the time breaking into that dummy safe, and I want them to spend time trying to go through that, and I want a little bit of a prize for them there so that they just leave and they go. I was thinking about putting like some kind of a joke in there, or like a note or something, and then I got thinking I don't want to do that because that tips them off to there's something else in the house. But definitely look at that. A lot of us keep jewelry and expensive things in the closet. Not a good idea. All right, I'm not seeing any ones. Did you guys want me to go talk to some people? I know Sean's concerned I'm gonna be sleeping out in the doghouse. Yeah, you don't want the house cleaner stealing either. Well, here's a good question. So we have a question on what does the salt sea air do to silver? It is corrosive, guys, but it's not a fast corrosion. So this sea air is going to do a lot more damage to steel when you don't have paint on your car. It's also going to do a lot of damage to gypsum creek or drywall. So you do tend to get some issues with problems with that. But we'll go out and ask just in a second here. But let's talk about the sea a little bit. I do have coins that are from shipwrecks. The coins still look pretty good, but they don't look like they were new. So there is some wear and tear that goes on from it, but it really doesn't affect gold. You can have gold sitting at the bottom of the ocean for hundreds of years, and it's still going to be shiny. It's amazing. That metal just does not corrode. One of the reasons I really like gold. All right, we want to do a GAW to more people on the beach? Okay. All right, I got my silver. We're going to go do this. Okay, I've been kneeling, so give me a second here as I adjust. You guys, go watch some surfers for a second. Ugh. I make it so you guys don't get sick here. No, don't look at me. All right, just a second here. Maybe this won't work if I'm not in that mode. You know what? That's not going to work. Okay. That's all right. Just a second. It was worth a try. Hopefully I don't make you guys sick. How are you guys doing? I am doing a live stream on YouTube right now, and I have a gold and silver stacking channel, which means investing. And I'm asking people questions on the beach. Can I ask you guys a few questions?
Sure.
All right. Okay, cool. So I'm going to pass that around, see if you guys can tell me what that is. Have you ever seen anything like that before? And whoever comes closest to that is going to win a prize here that's worth money.
I've seen this before, actually. Wait. I've seen this somewhere. I'm trying to remember.
Something to do with the beach?
No.
No, it's like, oh my gosh. I watched a video and people were like talking about this too. It was like a while ago. Aren't these like old?
So I'm going to have you guys are going to hold on to that. That's the microphone.
Okay.
So those are a little bit old, but what's it made out of?
Is this gold?
It's not gold.
It's not gold. Wait.
It's not copper.
It's not copper. Silver?
It's silver, yes.
Okay. Okay, so it's made of silver. I mean, it says silver there too.
What does it say on it?
It says 999 fine silver, 1 ounce. Wait.
So it's 99.9% silver.
Okay.
So it's pure silver,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 1 ounce.
Is it used as like a currency?
It could be used as a currency.
Okay.
Our currency used to have silver in it.
It's
Here's the guess. I want each of you to take a guess on how much that bar's worth.
this. No, go ahead.
$100,000.
$100,000? You think I'm gonna bring $100,000 to the
Yeah,
beach?
okay, actually probably like $100.
$100. Okay.
I'm gonna go with 100. Yeah.
Silver, its value is going down nowadays, but I think it still costs a lot. I would say 1 million.
$1 million.
Maybe that's too much, but I'll say that.
I'm gonna say $50.
$50. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet somewhere in the middle and say 70, 80K.
70, 80K?
80 grand.
Okay.
80 grand.
Okay.
Man, you guys have a lot of trust in me bringing that and handing it to you guys.
Absolutely.
Okay, how much would you pay for it?
Oh, dang.
Do you guys have money on you?
I think we have some. We have some, but I don't know about.
You have would you trade your camera for that?
Oh.
No.
No? Okay, so the camera's worth more. Okay. Would you trade all of your food for it?
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, you trade your food for it.
I would.
What about your phone? Your cell phone?
No.
No? Okay. So you think it's worth a lot of money, but you're not sure.
I think it's worth a lot, but it's not worth as much today. I think maybe in the past it was like more.
Okay, so here's another thing I want you to look at.
Oh,
Okay,
dang.
what is that?
Quarter.
Okay, do you have do any of you have a quarter with you?
Unfortunately, no.
She does, but I want you to compare it to another quarter if you have a new
wait.
quarter.
I had a quarter somewhere. Who's going for
quarters?
Use it up.
Oh.
Yeah, I used it up.
We have the quarters.
No, I used it up.
Let's see if you guys have a quarter.
I've literally seen this before. Totally forgot. It's like old currency.
No change in here. It's really thick.
Yeah, you want to feel it?
I just don't think. Oh.
Okay, that's if you don't have one, that's okay.
I see it.
Okay, so take a look at this quarter. Tell me what's interesting about it. Does it look any different to you than a normal quarter? Because it's different, definitely different.
So this is upside down. Isn't it always like?
It's always upside down.
It's always
in this
upside down,
country.
and this one's always up.
Yes.
Oh.
In this country, it is. What's the year on it? Was it before you were born?
1963. Yeah.
Were you born in
That's the
1963?
interesting part. That's the interesting part.
Okay, so it's all an old coin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the edges of it. Is there one color or multiple colors?
Looks like one color.
It's one color.
Oh, this is very valuable. I actually used to like look up coins and how much like old coins would cost and yeah, because usually it's like brown, right?
It's copper on the edge of it.
Yeah,
So if this one doesn't have copper, what do you think it's made of?
just silver.
This is made of silver.
Oh, dang.
Did you know all of our money, dimes, quarters, and half dollars were made out of silver before 1964?
Really?
No, I did not know that.
We used to have real money. What is your money made out of now?
Copper.
Is it bronze?
A little bit of copper
Copper, okay.
and some nickel.
Wow, okay.
The other thing too is you have the paper money, right? Okay, so I think you won.
Oh.
So you got closest. So there's that quarter. What do you think that quarter's worth today?
It feels weird, too.
What it's worth?
Yeah.
$100?
It's worth about $7.50.
Oh wow.
Seriously?
Approximately.
Wow.
I may be off a little bit, but
That's
Very.
wow.
so that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then the bar you're holding is worth between 20. It's worth about 25, but you won't be able to buy it anywhere for under 28, 20, $29 right now.
Wow.
Wow.
So silver is getting close to a kind of a peak for the last couple of years, but it has gone all the way up to $50 an ounce.
Wow.
And a lot of us in the silver and gold community are expecting silver to get up to $30 to $35 this year. and a lot of us think it's going to be hitting 50 pretty soon. Do you guys know what inflation is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is inflation?
Inflation is basically the prices going up.
Okay, prices going up. So what really happens is there's more money in the supply. There's more dollars, digital dollars that are made, or you could say money's printed, and so then there's more money to go around to everything. So as people have more money, it makes everything less valuable, and the price of everything goes up. And so as things go up, usually your gold and silver continues to go up in value.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so we also think that silver could go up to $100, $200, $300 for one of those bars.
Wow.
So if you don't have any, I'd recommend searching on Yelp or on the internet for SD bullion. I guess that would be on the internet, or you can look for a local coin store. And when you have a little extra savings, go into the store and buy some of this up, because I think it's going to go up in value for you.
Wow.
And then gold's around, for that same size in gold, would be about $2,000 today.
No way. You know the funny thing? I had this one before, and I remember now. One of my teachers gave us for free like 3 of these, but they weren't as much as today. And I think I just gave them for like some snacks or something. So I feel really bad now.
Okay, guys, thank you so much.
you.
I'm going to go share this with a few other people. The quarter, you get the quarter.
Thank you.
That's yours for participation and getting the right answer.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys. See ya. All right, do I have people with me still? All right, what do you guys think? Did you like that? You want more of that? You guys like the crypto stuff? If you want to talk crypto, I'll talk crypto. I know a lot about crypto. I just don't trust it very much, so I don't have a lot of it. But you can make a lot of money in it. I'll give you my quick crypto story. Back in 2016, I had a gentleman that I will call Toothless that dropped me off in a Uber to my house, and he told me buy Bitcoin. It's I think it was like $700, $800 a coin at the time, and I just didn't listen to him because, 1, he didn't have any teeth. 2, his car was trashed, so I knew he wasn't a financial advisor. And 3, I couldn't figure out how to buy it. And then I did own some of it back in when it was $3,000, and I owned some when it was at $6,000, and I sold that, and then I've played around with it a little bit, but my timing hasn't been great. That's about as much as I'm going to say on this video right now as far as crypto goes. But if you guys want to know more about crypto, I'll bring some experts on. I've got some friends that make a lot more money than I do doing crypto. I just don't trust it very much. Okay, let's see here. Was that awesome? You guys like that? Should we go do another one? Give me some ones if you want me to go find someone else. All right, you guys tell me when to stop. We're going to go walk around a little bit here. Let's go see if we can find some other people. All right, we're going to go down to the beach here. There's more people down this way. Okay, so let's talk surf principles here for a minute. You guys can see this guy surfing out here. I'm not kidding about talking about the biggest wave in gold and silver coming. It is coming. And watching it get a good little jump. That's what these waves are. What I'm talking about is multiplying 2x, 3x, 4x. Those kind of waves are coming, and you guys got to get ready for them. All right, so let's go see if we can find some people for you guys. We can do some more questions with that don't have big burly boyfriends. How's that? Sorry for the moving around on us a lot here, but my Steadicam won't work with the live stream apparently. It has to be on its own software. Okay, I don't know if these girls are what you guys are looking for, but there's some girls down here we can ask some questions to at least. Wow. All right, let's see if we can ask a few girls here. Excuse me. I'm doing a live stream right now on YouTube.
Okay.
And I'm asking people questions about gold and silver.
Okay.
Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah. She does.
Do you mind being on live stream?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, okay. Okay. So let's see, I got to get you in the frame here. Okay. What is this?
This, I want to say, is 999 fine silver, 1 ounce.
Okay. You guys check it out too. What do you think? What is that?
It might be a trick question, guys.
Looking like silver, I'm feeling tricks. It's a silver bullion.
Silver bullion. Okay, what is?
I'm going gold.
What
I'm going, it's gold.
You think it's gold?
Gold.
Okay, it's silver. It is real.
Idiot.
So how much do you think this would be worth right now?
$200.
Okay, $200.
I don't have a good grasp on how much silver costs. Yeah, that's the point. $24. Okay.
$24. Okay.
$30.
$30.
I'm going 350.
$350.
How much is it?
Well, it depends. Second, we're back. All right, am I back, guys? Guys and girls, do you see me? Okay. All right, so that looks like a normal dime, right? Can you, your eyes are, see the
93.
1953. Okay, so none of us were born in the 50s, right?
I was born in the 40s.
You were not born in the 40s. None of us were born in the 50s. Okay. A dime today is made out of what?
It's made out of copper and
Nickel, maybe, right?
zinc.
Maybe zinc. Probably more zinc, a little bit of copper, and maybe some nickel coating on the outside of it, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Before 1964, guess what the dimes were made out of?
They're made out of pure zinc. I'm going to say silver.
They were made out of 90% silver.
Yeah, I'm like that.
So that right there is worth about $2.80.
Let's go. You have money. All right.
All right?
Cheers. What's your like goal?
What's my goal?
Yeah.
I'm trying to help people understand what real money is. That's real money.
Like that. Okay. Like the value of things.
So after 1964, all the money's fake.
Okay, yeah.
The money's not real. Your paper money isn't worth anything.
Sure. Where
It-
can we believe it is?
It's a promissory note.
Yeah.
So right now, if you can get your hands on silver, start buying it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now's a good time.
All over it.
Thanks, dude.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right. So let's rate these. Do you guys like the older couple sitting in the chair? Do you like the two girls? Do you like the group of kids that were eating their lunch? Or do you like that group of girls that were, I don't know, throwing a volleyball around? Who do you think really understood what silver was more? So part of what I want to do with my channel, the reason I'm not sitting in an office just showing you guys coins with my hands, is my whole goal and the reason I'm setting this up is not to make money. I make great money. I mean, don't get me wrong, more money is better than less money. So I'll take more money. But I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this to wake people up. I think people are about to have a rude awakening when the dollar just completely craps out on us. And I don't know how much time I have. I feel kind of bad that I've waited a year to start this channel. Stormy from Empire Precious Metals was telling me a year ago to get this thing started. And part of me wishes I did that, but hey, you know, we're in the present, we're here, we're doing it now. But a lot of what I want to do is get out in the community and wake people up and make some fun videos like this. They'll be less shaky because I'll have my tool. I won't be live streaming them. But honestly, that's my why. That's my goal, is waking people up and helping them get ready for what's coming. And then my secondary goal is really to build another income stream for myself. I believe in having multiple income streams. Most millionaires, I should say multimillionaires, have 7 income streams or more. And I got up to about 5 income streams at one time. I'm down to 2 right now. And I need to build that back up again. All right, these girls are too young. They won't know anything about money. I can't go down that way. Cell phone dies. All right, can you guys hear me? It is. They also have microphones. They're really good.
You don't have a drone?
It's at home. You going out?
Yeah.
I'm going out a little bit myself. All right. Anybody there still? I'm coming to the beach here live. We'll end the stream here, but here you go. I'm gonna go out and go surfing here. We'll have some fun in the green waves. Oh, there we go. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Ask that hotel for Wi-Fi. Yeah, those are apartments, not hotel. Okay, now I can see the stream. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me now, please mark a 1. And I'm gonna go back this way on the beach. Oh, back, okay. So let's do another giveaway. What do you guys think? 5 by 5, I don't know what that means. So I have got a number. Oh, I'm not gonna do a number in my head. I'll make this easier for you guys. What's left in the bag here? Whatever's left in the bag here, you can guess right amount, face value, you win the quarter. All I need you to do is just remind me that you won the quarter, send an email to stackingsurfer@gmail.com. Okay, so here's Little Surfer. Say hi. All right, there's Little Surfer. So email me if you won, but let me tell you if you won real quick. All right, Little Surfer, I need you to count up the dollar value of that. Let's see if she can figure out how to count coins. What do you guys think?
I'm Gen Z, so we'll
She's
see.
a Gen Z. She might not know what coins are. Oh crap, she dropped them in the sand.
Okay. Ready?
Okay, what do we
We have
got?
a dime, which is 10.
Okay, 10.
We have a nickel, which is 5, 15.
Nope, that's quarter.
Oh, quarter, 25.
So that's 35.
And then 30 more. Dimes, which
35, 45,
is 55.
65.
65.
All right, who got closest to 65? We'll do some more sand giveaways too.
Dad, come enjoy the beach.
I will. Here, hold that for a second for me, right there. All right, we're gonna do another sand giveaway, and then I'm going surfing. So
Oh my gosh.
let's go do another sand giveaway. You guys are having fun with that. Okay, who got closest on that one? Yeah, I see Steve Wood. I don't know if you're telling them what it was or if you're guessing after you heard from me. Whoever got closest to that one, send me an email. I'll send you out a quarter. Okay. Reception should be a lot better up here. Just give me a minute. We're going to go over to where the cool people go on the other side of the pier. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's expensive to live here. And I figured I might as well give you guys a little glimpse of it because I try to get down here as much as I can. Pay so many stinking taxes and stuff here in California that okay. You guys got me back. All right, hey Sean, who ended up winning that last quarter, if you can keep track of that? I know Steve's gonna email me and just say, hey, I won like 10 quarters, send them to me. All right, you guys hear me? We're gonna do one more. All right. Anybody want to play a game? You guys want to play a game? Win some money?
How much money?
It depends on how well you play the game.
What's the game?
You have to guess how much this is worth.
What is it? Is it silver? How much do we win? It's like the closest.
You'll win money. It'll be worth it.
It is silver?
This is silver. I'm on YouTube live streaming right now. Do you guys want to be on YouTube? Oh, I'm just getting started. No, about 100 and I don't know, 130 or so. No, you guys want to be on? Silver. Yeah. It's real money.
Run! Eli, throw it.
What do you think it's worth? Yeah, it's a lot. You touched it, lost value. Dang it.
How many, is 1 ounce?
Yeah, 1 ounce.
1 ounce. I know 1 ounce of gold is like.
Going $10.
That's different. Yeah, it's gold. $350.
So an ounce of gold's worth about $2,000, this size,
Oh, okay.
and the silver is worth about 25 to 30 bucks.
Oh, I guess 10.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. So that's about 30 bucks. All right, guys. Thank you. All right, Gen Z is kind of not a very smart one on that. All right, guys, I'm going to call it good there. Let's get a cool view of everything before I take off here. I want to thank you all for stopping by, and I'm going to work on getting a better cell carrier. That was way too many drops. Yeah, Gen Z is whack, man. I'm so worried about my kids. I've got a bunch of Gen Z kids, and you saw my daughter struggle a little bit. They don't teach this stuff in school. I even had my daughter do a personal finance class, and they focused on mutual funds, and they focused on 401ks, and I'm like, I don't even want you putting money into that crap. Anyway, that's what they do these days. That's what they tell them to do. Well, you guys let me know. What do you think? Was this fun? I know it was a little bit crazy, and somehow we got stuck into the TikTok view here instead of the YouTube view. So I don't know how that's going to save for us. But if you want me to do more of these, let me know. And I'll do more. Buy the Smeagol, yeah, I know. Well, thanks guys for stopping by. We're gonna have some more fun. We're gonna be taking this to the malls and to different beaches. And we're gonna try out a couple different formats. I am gonna be putting in, too generous, 10 quarters. No, you're not getting 10 quarters. I don't have that many to give right now. Apparently I lost a dime and I've already given out a dime and 2 quarters, so. You guys know constitutional junk silver. This crap's expensive right now. This is hard to give away. It's really hard to even acquire. But anyway, if you do find a dealer that's selling junk or constitutional silver at a good price, let me know. I'd be willing to pick some up for my giveaways. In addition to that, you know, come on, if you guys have some ideas, I want to take someone here in San Diego has done a candy bar versus a 100-ounce bar, and no one wanted the 100-ounce bar of silver. They all went for the candy bar. I think people are a little bit more awake on that. I'm not going to even attempt to risk a 100-ounce silver bar. But I think doing the quarters and the dimes might be kind of fun for people. And then also maybe even half-ounce silver. And then I got a fun idea with ice cream, doing that when it gets hotter here too. And also bottles of water. And really I'm hoping to wake people up, and I'm hoping to see who is aware of things. So we'll hit different generations, we'll hit different kinds of people. And I think you're gonna find that probably anybody under 60 has no idea what real money is. But until next time, thank you guys and peace out.